Welcome to day 24 of 31 days of yoga for mental health. I'm Daria, and today's practice is all about balance. The balance between effort and ease, and yin and yang, and inhales and exhales, all different kinds of balance and duality and centering to play with today. All you'll need is yourself and a space to move, and when you're ready, let's get into it. We'll begin today in Ragdoll. So come to the top of your mat, bring your feet hips distance apart, toes right behind wrists, and bend your knees super generously so that you can bring your chest and your stomach to connect with the top of your thighs. Let the back of your neck be really long and the crown of your head be heavy. And you can begin to sway your torso a little side to side to find a little bit more gentle release. Just starting off with a big drop. And begin to breathe more deeply. Inhale and fill all the way up to the top of your lungs. And as you exhale, imagine that something is just sliding right off of your back and releasing. Good. Keep breathing really deeply and fully. Take any motions that feel good. You can even rock forward and back on your toes and your heels. And begin to notice what it feels like to stand on your 2 feet right here. Everything giving into gravity and draping down more forward each time that you exhale, each time that you let go a little more. Check in with any spaces that feel resistant and see if you can get in there and find more softness. Take 2 more rounds of breath right here. And see if you can find steadiness and evenness between the inhales and the exhales. So that the breath in and the breath out is the same length and the same quality. And carry this idea with you throughout practice as we begin to move, always coming back to even, steady breath. Reground your fingertips. Keep the feet exactly as they are. Micro bend your knees and inhale to rise all the way up to stand with a flat back, sweeping your arms out overhead and then up to Tadasana. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your palms to prayer and dive it down to forward fold again. Again, inhale, reach out and rise up, press down through your big toes, your pinky toes and your heels, and then exhale, palms meet at your heart, move from your heart all the way down. Back to your fold. Keep a little bend in the knees or a more generous bend. One more like that. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, dive it down. Palms come to heart center. And now ground your fingertips just a little bit in front of your toes. And inhale for halfway lift. Keep the fingertips connected and traction them back towards your toes as you grow your crown of your head and your tailbone away from each other. And then exhale, bow inward. You can keep the knees as bent as you need. Inhale, again like that, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Good. With the fingertips planted, begin to shift some weight into your right foot so that the left foot can hover just an inch or so off the mat. And notice all the little adjustments that your body needs to make in order for this shift to happen, this transfer of weight. Good. Inhale for standing L. Reach your left toes long and back behind you. Traction your fingertips towards your right toes as you grow your heart really far forward. And then exhale, bend into your right knee, step your left toes down and lower down, nice and easy to your left knee. Inhale to rise, kneeling warrior, fingertips reach up overhead. Exhale, release your right elbow down to your right thigh and go for a side body stretch. Send your hips down and forward and grow long from your left hip all the way through left fingertips. Really press into the big toe of your right foot if you notice that the weight is rolling onto the outer edge. Try to keep it nice and even and centered throughout the whole foot. Good. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Use your core. Inhale to rise up for kneeling warrior. Fingertips rise. Exhale, tuck your left toes behind you and in one motion launch forward onto your right foot. Left toes lift and fingertips come down. Grow. And then exhale, step your left foot down. next to your right, about hips distance, or maybe a little closer. You can play with what feels good to you. Inhale, halfway lift, grow your spine. Exhale, fold. Send some weight now into the left foot so the right foot can come up to hover like it's just skimming the surface. And see what it feels like to stand on one leg, one really grounded left foot. Inhale, grow back through right toes. Reach your heart forward and traction your fingertips back towards your left toes, standing L. Exhale, bend into the left knee, right toes step all the way down and back and lower down to your right knee. Squeeze your inner thighs together, ripple fingertips up, kneeling warrior, Anjaneyasana. Really, really grow nice and floaty in the fingertips. And then exhale, left elbow comes down to left knee or left thigh. And then take your nice arc, side body stretch, creating more space between each rib on the right side. Inhale, pull everything back to the midline, grow tall. Exhale in one motion, tuck right toes behind you and then launch forward into your left leg as right toes reach high. Let the back of your neck be really long and grow. And then exhale, step it down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, standing L, transfer weight into your right foot. Left toes reach long and back behind you. Exhale, lower down to kneeling warrior. Left toes and left knee come all the way down. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, rise it up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, take your side body stretch. Maybe right elbow comes to the top of your right leg, or maybe you reach right fingertips all the way down towards your mat if you feel that you have the space as the hips move more forward. Good. Inhale, squeeze everything together to rise back up. Exhale, launch forward, standing L. Left toes lift up behind you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, grow. Exhale, fold. Inhale, standing L. Weight goes into the left foot, right leg reaches long and back behind you. Exhale, step it down, lower down to your right knee, and inhale to rise for kneeling warrior. Exhale, side body stretch, maybe elbow to left thigh or left fingertips down to the mat beside you, or a block if you've got one. Really, really keep your core connected even as you stretch more to the side. Good. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, launch forward energetically into the left leg. Right toes lift and exhale, fold. One more time each side. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, fold it in. Weight goes into the right foot. Inhale, left toes go back, standing L. Exhale, step it back, lower down to left knee. Inhale, kneeling warrior. Exhale, side body stretch. Really, really grow up and over. Feel it in the front of your left hip. Inhale, rise back to center. Exhale, launch forward, standing L. Left toes lift, grow. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right toes reach long and back behind you. Exhale, step right toes back, lower right knee, and inhale, rise, kneeling warrior. Exhale, arc it over to the left side of your mat. Maybe fingertips come down or not. Inhale, up to center, and exhale, launch forward into the left leg. Right toes lift back, grow your spine, and exhale, fold it in. Inhale for halfway lift, just to neutralize the spine, and exhale, fold. Rock your hips a little side to side. Just take a couple breaths right here and just drop. Again, check in with the back of your neck. Check in with the crown of your head. See how weighted and heavy you can feel. Heel toe your feet together to touch. And inhale to rise, Tadasana mountain pose. Sweep your arms out and up overhead. And then exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shift weight into your toes and grow from crown of head to the core of your pelvis. Exhale, plant your palms and step or jump back to high plank and flow, Chaturanga, lower down halfway, elbows into ribcage. Inhale, upward facing dog, open the whole front line of your body. Settle in right here just for a couple of breaths, really to press away from the mat and feel the opening. And then exhale, pull your front body to your back body and lift it up to downward facing dog. And now stay and feel the opening in the back line of your body. The spine is lengthening. Maybe you melt your heels a little closer to your mat to feel more of a stretch in the back of the hamstrings, the calves, the whole back side, back line of your body. See if you can ground down the knuckle of your index finger and press into the L shape between your thumb and your index finger, and then all 10 of your fingertips. Inhale, reach your right leg up high. Exhale, low lunge, step through to the top of your mat. Right foot comes down. Inhale, squeeze your inner thighs together. High lunge, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, launch forward into your right foot so the left toes can lift, and take your arms out to a T and just hover right here in this warrior three with arms out. Grow longer from the roof of your mouth back through left toes. Good. Inhale, rise up to stand. Keep your left foot hovering and floating away from the mat, just skimming the surface. And bring it up to one-legged mountain Tadasana. Let your fingertips float up overhead and feel into the duality between the press down in the right foot and the floatiness of your fingertips. Slide your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, standing figure four. Cross your left ankle over your right foot and slowly sink down. Keep your core connected, lowest set of ribs pulling together and down. And press your palms together into each other. Inhale, rise up back to stand for one-legged mountain. Exhale, glide your left foot down and then kick your left heel into your left glute. So still not connected to the mat, but grab for the top of your left foot from the inside. We're setting up for dancer's pose. Right fingertips reach up overhead. Inhale to grow long from right sole of foot to right fingertips. Exhale, kick your right foot into your hand. Sorry, your left foot into your left hand. And energize from your glute, from your left glute kick all the way into the palm. And the heart only goes forward as much as you kick. This can be really gentle for this first heart opening back bend. Stay solidly rooted down through your right foot and keep your gaze fixed, focused on one unwavering point. One more little kick. Inhale, rise to stand, undo the grip of your hand, don't put the foot down. But just see if you can bring it to connect to the inside of your right foot or of your right leg, somewhere for tree. Maybe it's the inner thigh, maybe it's down at the shin or the calf or the ankle, even with toes on the ground and the heel elevated. Press your palms together at your heart. Stay with that gaze, stay with that focus. And let your breath be really deep here. After the more energetic postures that came before it, let this one be more rooted, more calm. Good. Inhale, bring your left knee back to one-legged mountain Tadasana, and then glide the left foot all the way back. Arms come to cactus and slowly step your way back to warrior one. Left toes come down, left heel comes down, fingertips ripple up, hips are square. Inhale. Exhale, plant your palms down and step back to high plank. Option for Ekapada Chaturanga with one foot hovering off your mat. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through to the top of your mat. Inhale, high lunge. Pull everything to the midline. Rise fingertips up overhead. And then exhale, launch into the grounding of your left foot. Arms come out to a T for warrior three. Reach right toes long and back behind you. Keep the core connected. Belly button is squeezing towards your spine. Good, like you're a lever. Inhale to rise. Right foot floats next to the left and then reach all the way up to one-legged Tadasana mountain pose. Grow your spine. Pull your ribs together and down. And then cross your right ankle over your left leg and sink for standing figure four. Palms meet at your heart. Let your hips get meltier each time you exhale. Good. Inhale, rise it up, one-legged mountain. Exhale, glide your right foot down next to your left and then kick your right heel into your right butt. Grab from the inside of the right foot for the top of the right foot. Inhale, press down through your left foot and reach up through left fingertips and then kick. Dancers. Really energetically, actively kick into right palm, with top of right foot. If your balance wavers, that's okay. Part of finding balance is first finding the spot that's unsteady and figuring out how to get more stable there. Really press into the big toe mound of your left foot as you kick one more little inch, and then inhale. Rise, don't put the foot down quite yet. Just take it to stick. Stick the sole of your right foot to your left leg somewhere. You can use your hand to assist. And breathe in tree. Even inhales, even exhales. Come back to your gaze. And feel everything pulling into the midline, into the center, the central column of your body. Hands at your heart. Right foot pressing into left leg and left foot pressing back into right foot. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee lifts. Exhale, glide it back all the way to warrior one, super slowly. Step your right toes down. Right heel comes down. Inhale, fingertips rise, hips are square. Exhale, ground your palms. Step back to high plank, option again for Ekapada, and flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, all the way up and back. Good. We'll take 2 more rounds through this sequence, connecting breath to movement, so moving a bit more quickly. And as we flow, see if you can stay connected with the breath, stay connected with the even inhales and exhales so that it's like a dance and you're just threading one movement into the next, and they all last for the same amount of time. See if you can find the moments of effort and moments where you can settle into ease, even during more active postures. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Inhale, high lunge, pull everything to the middle and rise. Exhale, launch forward into your right foot, warrior 3. Take your arms out wide to a T, be like a plane just hovering. And then inhale, rise, one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts, fingertips reach up overhead. Exhale, standing figure 4, cross your left ankle over your right leg and sink. Inhale, rise, one-legged mountain. And then exhale, glide your left foot back. Reach with left hand to connect to the top of your left foot. Set up for dancers, right fingertips reach up over high. Press into your right foot like you're melded into the earth. And exhale, kick left foot into left hand. And the more you kick, the more your heart reaches forward. Balance right here between the kick and the melt forward. So they're equal, they're even. One doesn't happen without the other. Inhale, rise. Bring your knee through and then draw the left foot to connect for tree. A little bit of a strange transition, but stay connected with the breath. Bring your palms together at your heart. And maybe close your eyes. What does it feel like to balance with the eyes closed? Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Exhale, glide it all the way back. Set up for warrior 1, left toes come down, left heel comes down. Inhale, fingertips reach up. Exhale, Chaturanga, plant your palms and flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, low lunge, step all the way through. Inhale, squeeze inner thighs together, rise, high lunge. Exhale, launch forward, warrior 3 with arms out to a T. Nice and floaty. Inhale, glide your right knee up to one-legged mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4. If there's calibration going on, that is awesome. See if you can just get right back into it if you come out. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, set up for dancers. Kick your right heel into your right glute. Grow your spine in both directions, and then exhale. Kick right foot into right hand and begin to melt your heart forward only as much as the right knee lifts. And let this feel really good. This is one where you can find a bit of ease even in the effort. Inhale, rise back to stand, and then draw your right foot to the inside of your left leg for tree. Maybe use the hand to assist. Draw your palms to meet at your heart. Close your eyes, maybe to feel. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts. Exhale, glide it back and step into warrior one. Rise the fingertips up overhead. And exhale, chaturanga, palms plant and float. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg high. One more time each side. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale, rise, high lunge, squeeze everything to the midline. Exhale, warrior three with arms out to a T. Really float in all directions. Feel like you're being pulled apart. Inhale, one-legged mountain, left knee lifts. Exhale, standing figure four, sink. Inhale, rise. Exhale, glide it back so the left heel comes in. Grab for the top of left foot, right fingertips reach up high. Exhale, dancers. Really, really kick. Even inhales, even exhales. As you inhale, find more length between fingertips and toes, and as you exhale, kick even more. Good. Inhale, rise it back up and melt into tree pose. Left foot sticks to right thigh. Breathe really deeply. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, glide it back. Left toes, left heel comes down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. And exhale, plant the palms and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Inhale to rise for high lunge. Exhale, warrior three, arms go out super wide and grow like you're a big bird. Inhale, right knee lifts, one-legged mountain. Exhale, standing figure four. Right ankle crosses over left leg. Inhale, press into the big toe mound of your left foot to rise right knee high. And exhale, kick right heel into right glute. Grab for the top of your foot, grow your spine, and then exhale, kick. Find your gaze, find your drishti. Inhale, rise it back up to stand. And bring your right foot to the inside of your left leg for tree. Settle. Really visualize the roots growing down through your left foot. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, glide it back all the way down. Right toes lower, right heel lowers. Inhale, fingertips rise, warrior one. Exhale, plant your palms and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees down to your mat. Sink your hips back onto your heels. Bring your palms to face up and close your eyes and just feel. Even the inhales and the exhales. Blink your eyes open if you close them. Ground your palms, tuck your toes behind you, and just step your way into a high plank. Press into the mat as much as you pull your belly in and up. So hollow front body because of how much you're pressing down through all 10 of your fingertips. Good. Roll onto the knife edge of your left foot and your right hand. For side plank, maybe always an option to lower down to the left knee. Take kneeling side plank. Or maybe stack the feet. And reach right arm up overhead. And maybe you turn your gaze up towards your right fingertips. The more you press away from your mat, the more you can arc your hips higher. And you stay here, or maybe play with floating the right leg up a few inches away from the left. What does it feel like to waver and then to find maybe more steadiness? Good. Roll back to high plank, right palm plants. Take a few rocks forward and back. And then roll onto the right side. So right palm plants, maybe right knee comes down, or stack your feet. And then grow. Left fingertips reach up tall. Maybe the gaze makes its way slowly up to left fingertips, or not. And stay here or play with picking up the left foot. Just a little shift in balance. And then roll your way back to high plank when you're ready. And lift it all the way up and back. Downward facing dog, big exhale. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, glide your right shin through to the top of your mat for half pigeon. Slide your left toes back until you can lower down your left knee and set yourself up with square hips. And then maybe begin to melt your way forward. How much can you let go of anything that doesn't need to be engaged anymore? And how quickly can you shift from that more activated flow state and into the calming down, into the ease? And let the back of your neck be soft. And let everything melt down into the earth. Really feel into all the pieces of your body that are connected to the earth and let them sink. Notice the spots in your body that feel like maybe they need a bit more love, a bit more kind awareness. Send breath to those spaces. And slowly make your way all the way up. Come down to sit on your right sitting bone and swing your left leg all the way around and bring the sole of the left foot to step outside of the right leg. If this feels super intense, you can always take the right foot out nice and long. Ground down your left palm at the base of your spine and inhale to grow your right fingertips up in the opposite direction. Exhale, take a little twist. You can cross your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. As you inhale, draw belly button to spine and lengthen from the core of your pelvis up through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, swivel your right ribs towards your left ribs. Imagine that your left sitting bone is screwing into the mat, even as you revolve. And maybe the gaze floats behind the left shoulder. Good, slowly unwind. Revolve to face back to the top of your mat. Cross at your ankles, plant your palms, and step all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, half pigeon. Left shin comes through to the top of your mat. Glide right toes back. Inhale, grow your heart, square your hips, and exhale, begin to melt forward as you're ready. The idea of finding more balance in yoga and in life is often about the gray areas. It's about letting go of the idea of all or nothing and settling into all of the spaces in between. Letting there be a middle ground between two ends of a spectrum. Maybe you notice a little difference on this side, different sensations, different places that feel like they need extra love. And see if you can bring more balance with the breath. It's like untangling through knotted spaces so everything gets smoother. Crawl your fingertips Slowly back up to the midline, sink your weight into your left hip, and just nice and easy, bring the right foot all the way around to the outside of the left thigh. Again, an option to straighten the left leg here if that feels better for you. Get both of your sit bones nice and grounded. Plant your right palm down at the base of your spine, and you can use this arm to remind you to find more length in your spine. Grow left fingertips up high, and then exhale for a twist. Take your left elbow to the outside of your right leg. And feel into the duality between the inhales and the exhales. As you inhale, find more growth. And as you exhale, find more deepening with the twist. Left ribs toward right. And maybe the gaze moves over the right shoulder. It's like you're a washcloth. You're wringing it all out from the very core. Good. And slowly revolve your way back to face the top of your mat. Plant the soles of your feet down and lie all the way down onto your back. Maybe you take it nice and slow all the way down, or roll down quicker, whatever you want to do. Cross your left ankle on top of your right leg. Shift your right toes a little over to the left side of your mat. Open your arms out to a T, and then go for a little twist with the legs in this figure 4 position. So maybe the sole of the left foot comes all the way down to your mat, or maybe it's more like this, but just let everything surrender to gravity. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you're always welcome to take any other version of a supine twist that does feel good. Maybe the gaze moves over your left fingertips. And check in with the face, the jaw, the scalp. Notice any holding. See if you can let it go. Come back to the center, so the right foot comes down to your mat. Undo the left foot, and then switch the sides. Right ankle crosses over left foot. Step your left toes and heel a little more to the right side of your mat, and then just cross the midline of your body so the sole of the right foot maybe comes all the way down. And then take your gaze, if you can, over right fingertips and allow everything to drop. Make your way back to center. Undo your right foot and then bring both of your knees into your chest. Curl into a nice tight ball and squeeze every muscle in your whole body. Really clench your face. Let everything get so compressed. And then exhale, expand. Drop everything down. And see how quickly you can go from that clenched tight ball into this big expansive puddle where your whole body is stretched out. Soften the low belly and the low back. Let the creases of your forehead unwrinkle and let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Feel the earth supporting underneath you, all the places where you're being held, and feel the pressure of gravity on the front line of your body. And so it's like you're just floating between these two planes of earth and air, connected to both. Let your breath soften and allow yourself, body, mind, and soul, to completely drift into relaxation. Any thinking, any activation, any gripping or holding can relax for now. All you have to do is breathe. Begin to reconnect to your breath, taking fuller inhales and exhales, but stay with a quality of softness even as the breath deepens. Allow the breath to smooth out through your whole body, carrying up into the chest, the collarbones, and then radiating out from the line of your heart down your arms and into your palms. And let this bring new movement, new life back to fingers and toes, waking up slowly again. Rock your head to one side, right ear comes down to your mat, and then roll it over to the left so the left ear can come down to your mat. And then take a long body stretch, grow from fingertips to toes, reach out in both directions like you're being pulled into two sides of a spectrum. And then exhale, melt right into the middle for fetal pose. Take a breath right here. Slowly begin to press your way back into palms and come up to a seat. Draw your thumbs to your heart, palms to your heart center. Let your shoulders soften down away from your ears. Inhale to breathe into the very core, the very central column of your physical body, the place where you feel balanced and centered. Exhale and just soften into that space, settle in. And draw your thumbs up to your third eye and bow it gently forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today and for taking the time to find more balance in your breath, in your body, and your mind, and just to get more centered. I hope you're feeling good, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.